Okay, Antonio, this is currently what you basically have. You've got a bulb sitting inside your car, and then inside that bulb, next to it, you've got these two connectors, spade connectors. They run through a grommet like this, and then coming out the back of your headlight, you got something like this. So this would be inside your headlight, and this would be the back. What you want to do is you want to locate inside the headlight this black terminal. It's currently plugged into a ball socket or a bulb socket. What you want to do is you want to pull it back out this grommet. I'm going to set the phone down real quick, and I'm just going to do that and show you. Okay, it might fight you a little bit, but all you gotta do is pull it out. So once it's out like this, again, your bulb is inside the light, and now this wire is outside the light. Okay, once it's outside the light, you've got this spade terminal here. You can do one of two things. What you also need is some external piece of wire like this, much longer than this probably, though. This is just all I had. And on the end of that wire, you want to get a round terminal so that you can plug this, or you can bolt this down to the fender or the battery. So what you're going to do is you can do it one of two ways. You can either use butt connectors like this, okay, which are just the same on both sides, or you can use these butt connectors. And I'm sorry if this is just basic stuff. I don't know what your familiarity with electrical stuff is, but you can also use butt connectors like these, because something like this will mate with something like that. So you can either use this or this. If you use these, you just have to cut this off, okay, so that you just have two pieces of exposed wire like this. See that wire there? If you use these, then you only have to cut, you only have to have this much exposed wire. But what you want to do is, when you get yourself a tool like this, you can get this at Meijer or Walmart, just a crimp tool, and you can use it to what you can do is you grab on the wire. Again, if this is all stuff I apologize. You grab onto the wire, twist a little bit, right length, and then you can strip the wire and expose it. Then you just want to take the exposed wiring and twist it with your finger so that it's wrapped around itself a little bit. Then what you want to do is you want to either use this or this, and crimp it onto this end, or crimp it onto this end, or this if you use this. So I'm going to do that real quick. Sorry that you can't see. Okay, so I've gone ahead and crimped that on that end. A box of these is probably $2. A box of wire is probably $2. A box of these terminal ends, which will be the same shape. They'll just have the same as these, or the same as these. They'll just be round. Probably another $2. So you're going to have $6. I've done it on this end. Now I'm just going to do it to this end. In this example, I'm going to choose to just cut this off of here so that I can put it into here. Put this down and show you real quick. Okay. So now you can see all I have is I've cut the two wires. Remember, you twist the wires before you slide them into your butt connector, and then you just use your tool somewhere right around here to crimp it down. Then what you got, so now you've got this, you've got your end terminal here. What you want to do is you want to take this and you want to connect it to some sort of exposed metal. So like the fender, along the two far sides of the car, there should be a bunch of bolts up there that you can put on. Or you can make this wire really long, and then you can connect it directly to the negative of the battery. Doesn't matter as long as it's exposed, body metal. You want to make sure you don't put it on paint. So, like if you do the fender, usually you have to put it underneath the fender bolts, and you can't put it on top because there's paint there. If there's paint, you can shave away the paint if you want some sandpaper, but it has to be touching, bare metal and not painted metal. So if you do that, that'll reroute the ground. Now I'll show you one other thing. I don't know if I have it here. I use an exposed butt connector here, and I think what you might want to do, I'm going to run this at my house real quick. somewhere. Yeah, what you can do is you can get some of these too. These are shrink wrap butt connectors, and so what you can do is these are for 16-22 gauge, but they make them for various lengths. I don't know if I think they sell these at Walmart and Target and every place else, but what these will do for you is once you're done, you can take a heat gun or a lighter or a match or something to them, and it'll shrink down and protect the wiring so moisture can't get up in there and it can't corrode. But that's the general idea. You just want to connect that to some exposed metal. I mean, you're rerouting that ground to some place that's not the same as the other circuitry inside the headlight. So if that makes sense, I hope it does. If not, let me know. Give me a call, send me an email, and I'll try to explain better.